Here we have lunch on this Friday, which is pork adobo Cito. Cito being beans. And Mikey is having pizza because he doesn't eat beans. He was brought up in the UK. I mean, this is the thing. This is really good food, and he's missing out. But it's the taste. You see, he doesn't enjoy the taste. But adobo, and this being adobo Cito, is basically, the green beans and pork with rice, obviously. I mean, it's fantastic. He would have been brought up here with his nephews and nieces. I mean, they'd all be saying, like, what's for lunch, Grandma? Granddad, what's for lunch? And of course, Granddad will say, it's beans, boy. It's beans for lunch. And instead he's having pizza. Pizza. Can you believe it? Bloody great stuff. Absolutely. Flavoursome and good. It's like getting used to the culture, getting used to the food. But the food here is absolutely fantastic, the flavours you get. Very good. And of course, this is what we're giving the builders as well. The builders are having this. And I'm working today as well. Flat out. So, I need to keep myself well nourished. You see? Somebody else who likes adobo Cito. By the way, I'm eating in my room because I'm working, getting my schedule ready for today, Friday, as well. I've had some up early this morning, 5:30. Well, no, up at 5 actually. First lesson was 5:30. Then I have a big break, and then I've got small lessons kicking off at 2 o'clock this afternoon. So I'm just getting the schedule sorted out. And here it is here. So this is the schedule for today. That's working. I've got to work through. It's now 12:30, so I've got a little bit of time. Just been taking hound dogs as well for a quick run around, and I'm getting ready for a new start to another week as far as I'm concerned. My week starts on a Friday and finishes really on a Monday afternoon. Is the true sense of my busy part of my week, and then the other days are more casual days. So that's the intensity I have during this time of the week. A hot one today. It's going to 2 o'clock in the afternoon now. George is coming down here to see us, it looks like. George. I was listening to a video a couple of days ago, actually, I think it was. I don't listen to many, but I listen to, obviously, vloggers that I have an interest in, who I quite enjoy what they're talking about sometimes regarding, things we do as well here, in the Philippines, in the province. But he was making reference really to people who come here and have relationships from the West, UK or USA or wherever. And basically they have everything to lose and the Filipino has nothing to lose, and you know, in all aspects of the relationship. And I can't honestly say I don't agree with it, actually. I don't think it's any different really here to anywhere else. You know more in any different circumstance than anywhere else, in my view. But if you go in with a view of you've got lots to lose in a relationship, then I think the answer would be don't go into the relationship if you think about it like that, if you always have that in mind. If this place is more important than the relationship, then there's something seriously wrong in my view. I'm here because of Richie. I enjoy the Philippines, there's no question. I enjoy the rural settings of the Philippines. But if anything, it's probably not rugged and wild enough for me. I would like it to be even more wild and more, yeah. I'm not, for me, although I'm from England, I can honestly say there's too many comforts of home here, which I could live without if I really had to. So I enjoy the lifestyle of being, you know, cold water. It's fine out of a pump in the ground. I don't really need to have hot and cold. Well, I don't have hot showers at the moment. Richie would like one, so maybe I'll put one into the house here. But I certainly don't need it and don't want it. I think Mikey would like one, so we should do it for him as well. But yeah, I would say, you know, when people go into a relationship together as a married couple, if that relationship breaks up for any reason, both are losing, aren't they? And let's be honest, both lose. I'm not just thinking about the finance. I'm thinking about the emotional problems with it as well. And that's really what it boils down to. And if there's any doubts, if any concerns are there before you have that relationship, then don't have it. Don't go into it. Don't get involved in it. Yeah, relationships are give and take in any part of the world, not just the Philippines. They're not all take and you give. No, definitely not. It's not about the Western person comes over and they just give and the person from the Philippines just takes. No, I don't look at it that way at all. And yeah, you know, the tragedy of a breakup in a relationship, there's more to it than that, if that happens. And it's not just a breakup through two physical people not, you know, getting on with each other and therefore parting. But I mean, when one of those people loses their lives first, it has an impact on the other person. It doesn't have an impact on the person who's gone, who's passed away. It has an impact on the people that are left behind. You know, they lose. They lose the person who, you know, in the case, they lose you. And I think if you come in with that type of approach, that this has got to be a kind of a tit for tat constantly, well, that's what a relationship is. But you don't sort of consider it like that when you're doing it. You respect each other from the beginning, and you give each other space. When you know, and we've got our own things we enjoy. Our cultures are different, you know, are very different. And you don't. There's challenges with a relationship where it's a multicultural relationship, and you've got to really understand that over many years, not 10 years or 8 years or 5 years or 3 years, decades and decades. And you still may not get the culture, full understanding of it. You know, that's the way it is. They're going to have different views and feelings to what you have about many things. But as long as you understand it, accept it, and they see your side of culture, then there's no problems with it at all. Culturally, this is a country of easy going, fun, minded, God-fearing people. You know, it's a wonderful land, and people here are generally very supportive and very helpful and very pleasing to be with all the time. You know, that's what this is how I see the Philippines. I always thought the Philippines was like a lot of these hot countries in Asia. You know, they're not that hard to work. Other than in China, no one works very hard. Actually, I'm surprised here. People here are very enterprising and work very hard here. You know, I've been saying it for years and years when I've been coming here and seeing people on holiday working in their little businesses all over the Philippines, making a buck, making a living. So I know, in the contrary, I think this is a very hard-working enterprise, this country, and and you also see it with all the Filipinos you see overseas as well, working hard and sending money back to their families here. So I think it's got some strengths in many respects. If I compare it with the culture of the UK, which is difficult to now compare. The UK that I grew up in is not the same as the UK today. And we'll have another talk about that another time. I don't want to talk about that now because there's complexities with the UK culture today. What is the UK culture? Well, it depends which culture you're from in the UK as to how we talk about UK culture. It's different, and there's many great differences about it that one's got to understand. But coming back to the Philippines, you know, just for those of you that are considering the Philippines, coming over here, yeah, when it comes to those relationships, it's no different really to anywhere else. Any relationship needs time, needs work, it needs the right commitment on all sides. And there are many successful relationships that work well here. There are also many horror stories, from what I've heard. They take, you know, any relationship takes time, but don't go in blind. I mean, that's what I would say. Don't go in, rush anything. Don't rush into anything. You don't have to buy anything here. Rent and be relaxed and chill out, and be in an area you enjoy, and then over time, decide what you are going to do. But don't go in with a view that you have to give everything and the other person just takes. No, that's not how it works. Definitely not. You've got to be clear on that. It's not like that at all. All right, take care.